What's up, everyone? Derpy Dragon here, and we are gonna be looking at the brand new reveal trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. It came out this morning from the Japanese event, the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event. A couple mobile games got announced, but obviously the big reveal at the end of the event was Kingdom Hearts 4. So we're gonna watch through the trailer, gonna talk some theories, break down kind of some of the things we're seeing, some of the characters that maybe everyone doesn't recognize right away. Because there's actually a lot here, and there's possibly some reveals that you might have missed originally if you're just watching through the trailer and not looking closely. So, starting off, we get a real good look at Quadratum. So, Quadratum, obviously, we got revealed to us at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 slash Melody of Memory. This is the world where Sora's ended up. This is where Yuzora is. That's what was in the secret movie. And it's where Sora has kicked off. But I'm gonna pause it here. Obviously, this scene is being used to really show off the graphical upgrades that they have made to Kingdom Hearts here. In Kingdom Hearts 4, we see a much more realistic look. We saw it back in the city, but I'm stopping here in the foliage because this doesn't look like Quadratum, the city that we see throughout the rest of the trailer. There's some theories going on of where this is and kind of what what worlds might be included in Quadratum, or kind of this other side of the world, opposite of the Kingdom Hearts universe we already know. So I'm gonna move it slightly forward, and this is the frame everyone's talking about. Because if you look right up here, you see something that looks almost mechanical up in the top part of this. So a lot of theories out there right now that this could be Endor. This could be Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts. Obviously, off of one frame, there's no way to guarantee this, but definitely looks like an AT-AT foot, ATST foot, what, however you want to call it. So, theory kind of coming from me, idea I have thought of is the Quadratum worlds. Obviously, that's kind of like a different side of the universe. And we'll actually see later in this trailer, we'll see Donald and Goofy, who are still back in the main Kingdom Hearts universe, are actually not in this more realistic style we see in the Quadratum scenes with Sora. And so we've had live action movies in Kingdom Hearts before with Pirates of the Caribbean, Tron, those, and they've always looked slightly out of place. So maybe Quadratum is where they'll lean more into these live action movies, Star Wars, people want Marvel, those kinds of things. And Quadratum with this more realistic look might fit better for those. So this could be Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts, and the Quadratum worlds could be more of these live action Disney movies instead of the traditional animated ones. So taking pirates out of there and making it moving the realistic worlds over here. Also, that then would allow for more Final Fantasy worlds, obviously with the Viram Rex and Yuzora parts of the story. Maybe we also even visit some Final Fantasy worlds over in Quadratum as well. But yeah, this is kind of the frame. You're going to see a lot of people discussing this frame in particular because of this mechanical foot right up here at the top, and obviously wooded area that screams Endor. Yeah, get some more. Just look at just kind of how beautiful. And then here we are. We're back to the chess set. This is kind of the ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 when young Ericus came out and said, well, you know what? I have another game. They're calling this new saga the Last Masters saga. So obviously that's talking about really the masters from Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. And we saw them in the secret movie, Lushu or Zigbar or Brag, whatever you want to call him, bringing back all the Lost Masters except Ava and whatever's in the box. We still don't know what's in that box. Maybe we'll find out in Kingdom Hearts 4. But they're kind of the new focus. We're through with Xehanort. He's done. We're now moving on to these Lost Masters, and that's kind of what they hinted at the end of 3 with, oh, hey, I got a new game. So, choice is yours once more, and this is where we get our first look at Sora. As I talked about, I kind of talked about with the kind of graphical update I've been referencing, but here we see this isn't Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3. This doesn't have that same, the Kingdom Hearts shader. This is a much more realistic looking Sora. And I think that's really to match the world that he's in. He's in a realistic world. Almost, it is basically the real world. It's a real Japanese city. We see real people here. So the graphical style makes sense. He's sleeping on a couch wearing real clothes. And right here, this is a character we have seen before, if you've played the mobile games. This is Strelitzia. And Strelitzia, big character from Union Cross, was meant to be one of the new masters, but was killed and had her place taken by who was eventually revealed to be Ventus. Ventus had some darkness inside him, and that's actually what killed her, and he took her spot as a master. Strelitzia is also the sister of Laurium, or otherwise known as Marluxia. So we have Sora interacting with Strelitzia. She's been kind of a big character in kind of wondering what's going on in the Union Cross story. So it's exciting to see her here in Quadratum with Sora and interacting with him. So we know she did actually appear in Kingdom Hearts 3. She was one of the stars you could talk to in the final world. There were some like stars you could talk to, and Strelitzia actually was one of those stars. So Sora could talk to. So kind of also confirming like final world is the bridge in between these two worlds, and really hoping we get to see Laurium and Strelitzia reunited in Kingdom Hearts 4. That would be a really nice storyline to see paid off. So we find out it's been only 7 days since the end of Kingdom Hearts 3 for Sora, at least in this moment, because we saw Sora appear in Quadratum in the final movie, the hidden movie of Kingdom Hearts 3. So it's been 7 days, and apparently he's been sleeping the whole time. Sora, typical sleepy boy he is, has been asleep for 7 days. I guess maybe Strelitzia found him, brought him to this place, because obviously he's in this apartment. And yeah, we get walks him out here, and we get a really good look at Quadratum, which is just a regular city. We see streetlights, we see people, cell phones, very much like the real world, which also plays into that theory that the Quadratum world is going to kind of feature more of the live action movies. Also, we see here, this is a big thing right here. Strelitzia is saying this is similar to an, quote, afterworld. Sora obviously experienced basically like a death at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Strelitzia, obviously, I already said, died in Union Cross. We know the final world goes kind of like a place where their souls went to kind of hide. Obviously, Kairi, Sora had to go there to bring her back, and all of that. So this apparently seems to be like a world you possibly go to if you have a strong enough heart after you die. So other characters that have died throughout that have strong hearts might appear here. That's still kind of to be seen. There's a lot of characters from Union Cross that in particular might appear in here. Someone like Ava that we don't really know about. Obviously, all the masters that haven't made it into the modern timeline. So Brain, Ephemer, Scold, all of those. I could see a lot of those appearing in this quote afterworld. And then obviously Yuzora. We can't forget Yuzora and the Verum Rex characters are here, and we don't know what they're playing. The other character we do know that comes from this world is actually Luxord, because we know from if you beat the Yuzora secret boss and you get the kind of good ending, you hear Luxord was essentially Yuzora's driver in this world. So we know he's from this world as well. So how he connects to the story, The deeper story that they're building now is still yet to be seen. But this kind of dark ball forming here in the middle of town, classic Kingdom Hearts enemy comes out, and we got Darkseid. Obviously, very first boss you ever fight in Kingdom Hearts 1. Getting a nice little glow up here for the real world. So we even got cars in this world. And I feel like just the cartoony worlds aren't going to work in this Quadratum shader, essentially. This is going to need to be the live action worlds. Guy even recording instead of Ryan Way. And Sora comes in, and here we're going to get our first gameplay after he summons the Keyblade. To note, let me pause it here. He doesn't have the big giant shoes anymore. He's got regular shoes on. Kind of even more playing into this realistic world. But very much looks like Kingdom Hearts 3. We still got the EX meter for Shotlock. We're actually going to see Shotlock here in a second. Still got magic. A big health bar. I think that's just a stand-in image. I couldn't see this being a super late game thing. And with that much health, that's kind of what that's saying. Got our classic command menu over here. But yeah, we're actually going to see some really cool new things. The combat still looks very Kingdom Hearts 3, which I'm okay with. There was a lot of good things about the Kingdom Hearts 3 combat. I know a lot of people had some gripes, but I think if they improve on the good stuff and essentially kind of shave off a couple choices they gave us in 3, get rid of attractions, even summons don't need to be there. Like, stick mainly to the Keyblades, the Keyblade transformations, and the magic. I think you actually would have a really fun combat system, and we're going to see a lot of that here. So I hope they just kind of tone down some of the gimmicks and kind of play more into this customize your style with the Keyblade transformations. But right here, so we see flow motion is back. Not surprised. Flow motion obviously came in Dream Drop Distance. We had it in Kingdom Hearts 3. It makes the movement very fun, very energetic, very quick. So not surprised that we see flow motion back. And we actually see some upgrades to it here. So after he jumps off this wall here, we're going to see right here. You actually see it start happening. The keychain of the Keyblade. Sora is sending it out, and he's going to be using it as a grapple hook here. So obviously this is a new upgrade to flow motion and a really cool kind of just use of the keychains on the Keyblades that normally just what their purpose was before was they changed the Keyblade. That's what caused your Keyblade to change skins is you change the keychain on it. But right here, we see it. It becomes a grapple hook, and we're gonna see Sora grapple all the way up, kind of up to Darkseid here. Also, Darkseid's huge in the Quadratum world. He obviously, it's always a bigger enemy in Kingdom Hearts, but he's even bigger now. So yeah, see grapple hook used twice. We got the flow motion running up walls. It's a really cool scene here. This is probably a scripted combat sequence here, with the falling through the building. And we got our good old friend, the Shotlock, back. So confirmed, Shotlock's back. Not surprised. They're very powerful. They're very fun. They're very flashy. So don't mind that. We also see, yeah, right here, Keyblade transformations are back, which I'm happy about. I liked Keyblade transformations. I think they were fun. You could kind of find the one you enjoyed and play with it. So I'm cool with both Shotlocks, and Keyblade transformations are back. Actually, no, that actually wasn't a Keyblade transformation. I lied. I'm wrong. So the YouTube comments telling me I'm wrong. That was just the end of the Shotlock. That was just the finisher of the Kingdom Key Shotlock. Never mind. Ignore me. I assume Keyblade transformations are back. Alright, and then here, another reveal. Good old Masters we knew was already here in Quadratum, once again from the end of Kingdom Hearts 3, the movie. But most likely next to him there is Luxu, or Xigbar. So Xigbar must have a way of going in between these worlds, if that is him. Or Masters has a new buddy with him. So who knows? Obviously, Masters has been being built up as kind of a big character as of late through Union Cross, through Kingdom Hearts 3. He's kind of been on the background, been this interesting, mysterious character, but he's going to be coming to the forefront, it seems. Yeah, so that's definitely Masters there that they focus in on. We get the logo reveal. Kingdom Hearts 4. No side games in between. Well, I say no side games. There was Melody of Memory. No major side game story. We're getting straight to Kingdom Hearts 4. There's obviously the mobile game coming out, which is extending Union Cross's story. Might do a breakdown video of that. Actually, it looks really cool. But yeah, but the trailer doesn't end here, and this is where it leads into more of my theories. I brought it up earlier. We see a staff here. We know that that's Donald's staff, and they're not in that realistic Quadratum shader. Obviously, it's Donald and Goofy, so even in that world, they probably would still look somewhat cartoony, but they're very much in their Kingdom Hearts 3 versions. We know they're in the regular world, so this is kind of leading to that idea that the Kingdom Hearts 3 art style might not be completely gone. It's just Quadratum might have a very distinct look to play more into those live actions. And what we see here is they're looking for someone. They're in this dark, cavernous place, and they talk about wondering where he is and hoping he can help. And then we come in, someone appears behind them with a blue fire, cartoony blue fire. This is Hades. This is Hades. So what's going on here is, I mean, obviously Sora's dead. This is the underworld of the Kingdom Hearts. This is where the dead go. So they're clearly kind of their quest trying to find and help find Sora. They're seeking help from Hades, god of the underworld, seeing if he can help them kind of bring back Sora. Whether this means Olympus is a playable world again or not, we'll have to wait and see. It's been in every Kingdom Hearts game, so wouldn't be surprised if we see it again. We didn't see the underworld in Kingdom Hearts 3, so it actually would be cool to see the underworld version of the kind of upgrade that Olympus got in Kingdom Hearts 3. But obviously Olympus, very important. It's where we started our adventure off in 3. It's been kind of where we trained to be heroes. So yeah, we see Donald and Goofy are still searching for their buddy Sora. They're going to be in the game, and they're looking for Hades. He doesn't seem very happy to see them, though, because obviously he turns red there, which means he's angry. And magic in the making, meaning they're still developing this game. It's probably got a long way to go. If I had to put my money on it, I'd say we see this game in about 2 years. I'd say that it's very early. It's definitely not going to be as long as the wait from reveal trailer of 3 to when 3 came out, because they're used to Unreal Engine at this point. They're going to probably use a lot of the stuff they had for Kingdom Hearts 3, they'll be able to use again, especially if they're keeping the Kingdom Hearts shader for kind of part of the game. But things to be really excited about is this kind of possible split between live action and cartoony. Strelitzia back. What really is going on with Quadratum? What kind of is it? Is Quadratum kind of a... Also, how does all the Union Cross stuff play in? Obviously, we see Strelitzia, a Union Cross character. Master Masters, a Union Cross character. The whole sagas around these lost masters. So how does this all play in? As we get more trailers, as we continue to get more information, I will actually be making more theory videos, making more trailer analysis. Like I said, I might do a breakdown of the mobile game they announced, which is an extension of Union Cross, continuing that story and Brain's story and kind of the world that he fell into at the very end of Union Cross. So that might be coming to the YouTube channel, so feel free to drop a like, drop a subscribe. Check out Twitch as well, where you'll find Kingdom Hearts gameplay, theory talk, randomizers, speedruns, all kinds of Kingdom Hearts goodies. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening to my kind of just initial thoughts, kind of looking at the trailer, digging a bit deep, throwing out some random theories. I love throwing out theories. I love doing this, and I'm ready to make some content. I haven't got to do this for Kingdom Hearts because I haven't been doing content creation when a new Kingdom Hearts game is out. So this is gonna be my first one. I've been doing this my whole life, but first time I'm gonna be able to make content for it. So expect more as we continue to learn more about Kingdom Hearts 4. And yeah, hope you all have a good rest of your day. Peace.